Hello, everybody. Again, I am on another little talk about what is the role of educational psychologists, because it is a very important role in the UK. And basically, I am going to talk a little bit about making everybody aware about it. Basically, they work with for the kids, and they are very helpful in different way. So to make update hour, I just doing a little talk. Education psychologist works within local authorities and in partnership with families and other professionals to help children and young people to achieve their full potential. Education psychologists support schools and local authority to improve all children's experience of learning. They use their training in psychology and knowledge of child development to assess the difficulties of the child's maybe having in their learning. They provide advice and training on how school might help the children to learn and develop. They recommend method or develop strategies in partnership with school to help children learn more effectively. Strategies may include teaching approach, improvement to learning environment, advice on curriculum material and behavioral support. Education psychologists also keep to date with best practice, policy, and research relating to how children learn and make sure this informs the local policy and practice. Education psychologists also may be involved in and advise local authority group considering additional support for learning policy and provision. So this is the way that actually you can know that. Now, how the education psychology services are organized. Education psychology surveys may differ from area to area. In many cases, school cluster of schools or local area will be assigned on an educational psychologist or team of psychologists who work closely with school staff to support them. In most areas, a practice agreement between the schools and the educational psychology service is drawn up, setting out the services that will be provided throughout the school year. This is again reviewed and rechecked and make sure that is working for everybody involved. So how they will be involved with the child basically. A child basically it's different way. Assessment of the child support need is not one of activity carried out by educational psychologists. Assessment is a part of day to days activities so first of all you have to know that how they involve. Child may come to attention of education psychologists in a number of ways. Child born with a condition that means may have learning difficulty, or it is clear from early age they may need extra support to learn or develop. An education psychologist may be a part of earlier multi-agency assessment team. Once a child's attending preschool or school, a child's additional support needs may be picked up during play, normal classroom teaching, or school's own assessment process. A teacher may raise the concern with the medicinal psychologist and request a further assessment, advice, and support. Any direct work with child is done with the full consent of parents or carer. So it is not that you are blind and suddenly it happened. If a child is concerned with their child struggling at school, they have right to ask educational authority to find out whether a child has additional support need and to request a specific assessment. That is included that educational psychological assessment. So basically, how do they assess you, the child? Assessment of child support need not a one-off activity that carried out. Assessment is part of day-to-day routine of learning and teaching. In some cases, educational psychologists will carry out further investigation of child's need. Assessment is not separate from strategies that put in place to support a child. So basically the information which the educational psychologists gathered contribute to the planning, action and review process. If further investigation is needed, then educational psychologists will contact information about child's learning and development, talking to child's current or previous teacher, talking with parents, analyzing the child's school works, approach to learning, observing the child in the classroom, considering the child's emotional and social development and behavior, and talking to child's even themselves. So basically, in some cases, can be carried out without involving the child directly. So how they support the schools, work with school to help them look at the need of whole child, so they are able to include fully in class, school and community life. They provide advice to head teacher, to school staff where needed, and provide training to help the staffs to develop the skill to support the particular child with specific need and enhance all children's learning. They provide advice as target setting for children's learning plan. They are not responsible for drawing up or implementing plans in school. And they help school to communicate about child's need and support them to fully involve the parents. Education psychologists do not just work with children and young people in the school, they work with families with very young children in early year setting and in planning for young children leaving school and moving to employment or further education. Whether they decide which school, they decide which school a child attends. Now, educational psychologists work for local authority. So basically, they may be involved in discussion, consultation with parent relating to which type of school placement would best meet a child's education need. The final decision about where the child is placed lies on the local authority. Parents also have right to make placing requests for the child to attend a particular school and to appeal this if refused. So this is about little talk on the educational psychologist facts, so that we increase awareness about it and we know what we expect from a educational psychologist. Hope that will help, and thank you, and just let's learn together about all of this for our children's. Bye for today.